Hey everybody, welcome back to One Track Mind Coasters. Today, I am going to all amusement parks in PA, and I am going to figure out a new coaster for each one of them. Now, just a disclaimer that Lakemont Park, I will not be saying anything for because they can't really even afford to operate the current coasters they have. So, now let's get started, starting with Waldemere. Now, the reason why I chose a suspended family coaster is because they actually do have a lot of coasters to offer. However, they do not have an inverted coaster, and also, they don't really have the room for a thrill coaster, so I think a suspended family coaster will make a perfect fit here. Next up is Del Grosso's, and I think they will be getting a Vekoma Junior coaster. I think this would work perfect for Del Grosso's. They don't really have many coasters to offer, and also, Crazy Mouses aren't that good. So, I think a junior coaster would actually be pretty good for the park, and it is really smooth too, so great addition. Next up, we have Idlewild, and oh boy, get ready for this one. Guys, I think this is the perfect park to get a wild moose. They look really compact, and I think Idlewild would actually do really well with one. Also, they will be a very good crowd pleaser. Also, another reason is RMC could debut a family coaster for the first time, so this will give them a great chance for that. Now, Sesame Place is up, and I think they will be getting a Zir Dueling Family Boomerang coaster. Now, this makes a lot of sense because, well, SeaWorld is already working with them for SeaWorld San Diego, and I think this would be a perfect fit for Sesame Place for everybody to enjoy. This ride has great potential for theming, and also the racing aspect will make it a really fun ride for families and friends to enjoy. And next up will Kennywood with the wacky addition of a single rail coaster, clone to Railblazer, and I think this would actually be a great fit for the park, considering they already have a family thrill. They only have two thrill coasters, being Steel Curtain and Phantom's Revenge, and I think this could be a perfect third and a great supporter in their coaster lineup. Now, Dutch Wonderland has potential for a first of a kind, and that first of a kind will be Zir Disc Launch Coaster. Now, I think this would be great because Dutch Wonderland already has a suspended coaster, and they have a wooden coaster, but they do not have a launch coaster of any sort. So, this would be great for Dutch Wonderland because A, they have a launch coaster, and B, it's another family junior coaster. So, that is why I think that a disc launch coaster could do well at Dutch Wonderland. Well, next up is my home park, Knoebels, and I think they will be getting a Vekoma Top Gun launch coaster. Now, the reason why I actually would say this is because they have room. Behind Twister, you could make an expansion there and just move the campsite over. You'll actually have plenty of room for one of these. And on top of that, Knoebels does not have a launch coaster yet. So the fact that Knoebels could get this, and also since they have a lot of family thrill coasters, and they only have Impulse being the only thrill coaster, this would be a perfect addition for the park. Second to last will be Dorney Park, and I think they could get a Gravity Group family wooden coaster. The reason why this makes sense is because the only wooden coaster Dorney has is Thunderhawk. And me personally, I do not like Thunderhawk at all. And on top of that, other than that and Wild Mouse, they don't really have a family coaster. So this would be a perfect addition because it will be a family thrill coaster, and it will be a wooden coaster that could be relatively smooth and brand new for the park. And it could go where the Dinos Alive plot of land used to be. And last but not least, arguably the best park in PA, Hershey Park. And I think they could get a Vekoma family launch coaster, similar to Big Bear Mountain. The reason why I could say this is because Hershey hasn't really invested in many family coasters. Most of them are okay, but this will be the standout one for most families. Also, most of the family coasters there are older and are getting a little bit more shakier. This one being brand new, and also it will fill the gap for Hershey's second ever launch coaster, which is also a great reason why this could make it well into the park and for people to enjoy. So there you have it, everybody. An addition for every park in PA. Now, if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you do not miss an upload, as I will upload as regularly as I can. See you guys!